things include having leads coming in every single day, making sales every single day. You guys, I haven't had a $0 day in 3 years. Today, I want to talk about something that I had to pay $50,000 to learn, you guys. I'm going to teach you today for free because I know how important it is. And I saw a whole room of people last week. I was at an event for the mastermind that I take part of, that I pay to be in. And I saw all of these entrepreneurs who also paid $50,000 to be in the room. There are 100 of us, so do the math. They all were experiencing the same lesson and having the same aha around the same time that I was seeing it in everyone. Because oftentimes, I'm a people person. I love to study people and I love to just watch how our brains work and what lights us up and what struggles we're having. And I often listen much more than I speak when I'm at these events. And I saw this running theme that almost everyone I talked to was experiencing. And that was, I'm not working efficiently. I'm doing all of these crazy things. And all of them were identifying this same pattern inside of their businesses that we call the Pareto Principle. Now, the Pareto Principle, and I always have to think so carefully before I say this out loud because I screw it up every time. The Pareto Principle shows that 20% of what you're doing in your business is actually creating 80% of the results that you're getting. So just 20%, not even 100%. Like you'd think 100% of everything that I'm doing, like why would I do it if it's not getting results? But oftentimes we are working so inefficiently and we're doing things because other people are doing them and not because we think that we need to do them. We're just watching what everyone else is doing, right? So we lose momentum and we end up only getting results from 20% of our actions. So it was really interesting to watch this come up again and again and again with all of these different entrepreneurs ranging from $1 million a year all the way up to $10 million per year inside of their businesses. And they're studying their statistics and they're looking at their funnels and their offers and their entire business model and everything that they're doing. And they're like, man, like I could keep this so much more simple and still make the same amount of money. I could strip away all of these layers of the business that are just distracting me. And I could go all in with one idea and I could scale even harder and I could make money even faster because I'm focused on one area. And I've seen that so many times with the entrepreneurs that I've coached, whether from just starting, literally having made $0 in their business all the way up to hitting 7 figures in their business. And it takes that amount of focus and simplicity for many of us to be able to scale efficiently and to be able to hit our goals without burning out and without getting, resentful of our business and hating our clients. And like, I know you don't want to admit it, but that happens sometimes is we actually resent the people that are paying us because we're like, I'm not making enough or this is not enough. And I want to be doing something different, but we're like hinged on this cliff where we want to jump and we want to do something else and we want to pivot and expand and like become the next level of what we've grown into, but it's hard. And we stay in that box because all of this other busy work makes us feel like we're safer, right? So the Pareto Principle, kept seeing it come up again and again and again. And all of these 7-figure business owners that are inside of this meeting with me, that we've all paid $50,000 to be there, right? And I have to admit, and I'm like a super humble person to a fault, like I have a hard time admitting my greatness and I'm working on it, but I had to pat myself on the back a little bit because I haven't had time. I haven't made time, I should say, to do the other 80%. I only work 20 hours per week. I only have 3 different offers. Like I have stayed so head down and so focused and I'm not on social media a ton. I'm not doing all of the shiny object syndrome stuff because I haven't had time because I've been so focused and I've only done the 20% that has worked for me. And that's why I've been able to scale to $1 million and beyond in my business while having 3 kids at home, while working limited amount of hours, while having a very lean team, because we've only done the most efficient things that mattered. And those things include having leads coming in every single day, making sales every single day. You guys, I haven't had a $0 day in 3 years. Literally, my Stripe account has never read 0 in 3 years, or my PayPal account has never read 0 in 3 years because I have been able, through all of the ad changes, through all of the iOS chaos that caused a lot of people to have to shut down their ads. I was actually scaling my ads during all of the chaos of the advertising world in the last year because of the system that I had set up. Now, I've called that system Tiny Offers, and it's been completely pivotal for my business to be able to keep functioning through Corona and through, my mindset ups and downs while I was homeschooling kids all of a sudden out of the blue. And like, It is the thing that has kept me consistent, and I'm so grateful for that. So that's one piece of it. The second piece of it is having offers on the back end, having a group program that is evergreen. I don't have to launch it. All I have to do is talk about it on social media occasionally and tell people I have a couple spots open and I can launch a brand new cohort. Because of the way I've set up the marketing, because of the way that I've gotten people great results, and now I'm able to share those on social media, because of the plan and the structure and the rolling enrollment, I've only had to have one single offer the entire time my business has been up and running in this business model for the last 3 years. One tiny offer on the front running ads, one group program with evergreen enrollment on the back end. That's all I've had to do. So while other people are launching new programs all the time and like needing to do all of these events and all these crazy things, this has helped me stay consistent and to keep growing because I haven't been having the shiny object syndrome. So if you're listening and you're like, man, that sounds great. Like, I'm tired of launching new things all the time, and I'm tired of not having time to do anything, or, I'm tired of not making the amount of money that I want to make. Because to me, when I talk to people and they're like, the only way I can make more money is if I work with more clients, and I don't have time for more clients. I don't want to work with more clients, but it's like the only path forward that they can see. So when I had this aha moment at the event that my group program is the reason I've been able to scale to $1 million. It's the reason I've been able to hire a team for support. It's the reason that I've been able to have social selling working for me, so I'm not the one taking any of the sales calls. This is the system that has allowed everything to work. So if you're listening and you're like, I want to scale to $400,000 and beyond, or I want to have my 7-figure year, this is what it's going to take, is having the systems in place so that you can sell a foundational program over and over and over again without creating new things, without being busy on the 80% that's not really generating any more revenue for you, so that you can go head down and focus on the 20% that's really generating all of your success inside of your business. All you have to do is figure out that roadmap and strip back the things that aren't actually helping you make more money. So if you're listening and you're like, cool, Allie, that all sounds good, but like, how do I actually do this? How do I figure out what my 20% is? It's going to take a little bit of self-reflection. It's going to take some probably journaling and figuring out what it is that you truly want to create and what value you can provide in the world differently than anybody else in the world can provide. And Stephen Larson is a friend of mine. He recently called this creating a blue offer. Oftentimes people say like, oh, you need to find a blue ocean. You need to find a blue ocean. And it's based off this book where they're talking about red oceans and how some markets are so saturated that they're impossible to enter. But in reality, you can enter any red ocean you want. You can be a shark in the red ocean that already exists if you have the right offer, if you have the right signature program with the desired result of the person that you want to work with as, the result of your program. And that's what you're leading with. And that's what your messaging lines up with. And that's what you're attracting leads with a tiny offer. And that's what they want to do, right? So it's creating this entire business ecosystem, this whole system, tiny offer, group coaching program, sales team, support team, ads that are working well. And that's all you need. But you have to have that clarity, and you have to know what your signature offer is going to be and what you want to help people with. And it's not necessarily about all of the, widgets that are inside of your offer. It's about the result that you're promising people. That's all you have to be clear on. That's all you have to pitch, is the result. And I'm going to tell you how I can work with you to help you get there. You don't care about all of the different features of the program or all the different trainings. Like, if I would tell you guys everything that I would give you inside of the offer that I'm going to present in a second, you would be overwhelmed because there's so much in there. But what you want to know is, how do I simplify my business? How do I take the next step towards my 7-figure year? How do I scale into becoming an expert and a coach and, selling info products and working through digital products in a more passive way instead of working with a service-based business you might already have, or, like coaching directly and only having one-on-one clients? Scaling into this group program, that's the result that you care about. Simplifying is the result that you care about, right? So when it's very meta, but when you think about it inside of your own business, and it's like, what do people want from me? How do I help them get that result? That's the only thing you need to know how to sell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.